Hey guys. All right, I got a experience in St. Illusion to tell you. It's pretty cool. It'll give you some insights of St. Illusion, what it's like. But I can't read my fucking notes, so. All right, I'll start off with a dream. It started out as a dream, but the dream was in St. Illusion. So that'll give you some idea of what I'm talking about. And I'll show you how you represent dreams in a certain place in St. Lucian. It's fascinating. Anyway, so I'm in this apartment, and there's four of us living in this big ass apartment. And we walk out the front door, we go down some stairs, we walk out the front door, and they want to go get coffees at the coffee shop, I guess. They said, hey, well, let's go for a coffee. So, okay. So we head out the door, and I close the door behind me. And my buddy goes, oh, I think I left the keys inside. And I'm like, fuck, we just locked ourselves out. And so it was me, my sister, Jay, and Daryl. That's who was there. Yeah. Maybe another guy. I don't know. But my sister and Daryl left, and this other guy, he's standing there, he's checking his pockets for the keys. And he has the keys, and he puts it in, and he goes, he's looking at the key. He's looking at the key, and he goes, this is my key. This is my apartment. And he opens the door, and he goes, I got the key to the apartment. I got the key to the apartment. And I'm looking at him like, dude, what's wrong with you? Why are you saying that? like you stoned or something, right? And I never got an answer. But he closed the door and locked it. And then I don't know what happened. I started going to the coffee shop, and I'm looking for my cousin or my sister and Daryl, and I can't find them anywhere. I can't see them they should be on the sidewalk, but they're not there. So I start walking down the sidewalk, and I cross the street. I don't know why I crossed the street, but I'm walking on. There's no cars. This is a suburb, an old suburb, like older houses, really nice houses, people's houses, and they're like Victorian age. They all look Victorian. These houses, and we're walking, and it's next thing I know, I'm walking in like 3 feet of snow on the road, and the whole everywhere I look is covered in snow. And I've slipped in the snow and I fall on my face in the gravel on the side of the road, and I just lay there. I think this is a good place to sleep. This is a good place to sleep. And I go, no, get up. You gotta go to the coffee shop. So I get up and I'm walking in the snow. I walk down to the end of the street, and there's a crossroad. Well, there's a crossroad, and it keeps on going. But there's an entrance to an alleyway behind the left side of the houses, and I'm standing at the alleyway, and the alleyway goes behind the houses, and sort of like a T for an alleyway. And I went, oh well, I can't figure out where this, and it feels like I'm in fucking Toronto, or I'm lost. I'm already lost, but I know I just left the house down the street so I can get back. But if I go too far, I'll get lost. I know it. Anyway, next thing I know, I look up, and I went into the alleyway to the T part, and I'm looking, And there's I'm thinking, why am I in an alley? There ain't no coffee shops in an alley. I'm looking for a main streets, like a main street out of the suburbia area. Anyway, I look, and there's a house down that looks like a great big warehouse, a single layer warehouse, and there's a door, and it's green wooden door, and it opens up like that, right? And it's open, and I see light, and it's nighttime, and so I walk up to the door, and I look inside, and there's a bar sitting inside, a drinking bar with this bar stools around. I see the girls. I see a couple of girls and a guy working behind the counter, and a shitload of people. And then I see my sister, and I see Jay, and I see Daryl, and they're all talking with their friends, who I don't know. So I walk in there, they're all talking, and Jay looks like he's in a mosh pit, slamming his friends, and they're having fun. I feel no bad in here, but it's like a warehouse, cement floor with a bar. So I walk in, and I'm looking at the people, and I went to Daryl to ask him something. I couldn't, and I'm looking at all the people. And there's a lot of people. And I can see beyond the bar, it's just people. Endless people, all the way to the horizon. Well, from what I can see, as far as my vision will go. I'm like, holy fuck, what's going on? And suddenly I woke up, and I hear my kids and Tina talking, and I go, well, I should ask Jesus about this. I go, I don't know where Jesus is. So I like, Tina, where am I? What's going on? And the kids scream out, oh. You're on Boozie Street. And I go, what? Am I in St. Lucian? Yeah, but you're on Boozie Street. Where one of the apartments are that you stay at. And I go, okay. Boozy Street, like drinking booze? Yeah, that's they say. You're on Boozy Street. You're on Boozy Street. And I go, what's Boozy Street? It's a bar. There's a whole bunch of bars and it's a whole street. And the warehouse is like I feel like I'm in a warehouse, but it's all bars. And they go, yeah, Boozy Street. You're on Boozy Street. It's a place. Tina comes in because kids can't explain it. Tina comes in and she goes, Boozy Street is a warehouse full of bars, but it's so big, it's 4 city blocks long. I'm like, holy shit. She goes, there's about 800 plus bars in there. She goes, keep your back to the door so you can find your way out. And I go, okay. I'm still in the bar and I'm looking at all the people. And I have my back. She goes, just stay at the first bar, but have your back to the door so you can find your way out. She goes, you move from the first bar and you go in, you'll never get out. It takes days. She says it'll take at least a day for you to see everything in the bar. Holy shit, there's 1 billion people in here. She goes, yeah. She goes, it's open from nightfall till sunup, and all you do is drink, get drunk. It's called Boozy Street. Then, and everybody's having a good time. I'm loving it. And then, so you're sitting there and drinking. She goes on to say, um, it closes at dawn. Yeah, I got that down. And what else happened? She's telling me. She said, well, I started asking questions because I got good communication. I was at my mom's sleeping when I had this dream. Well, in St. Illucian. I go, it's snowing outside. Why is it snowing outside? And they look and they go, it's not, there's no snow. There's no snow. That's your dream. Tina goes, that's your dream. You're dreaming it was snowing out. So you have snow, but it's not actually not snowing. And I go, well, we're going to the coffee shop, but I ended up in this place. She goes, you can buy coffee there. You don't have to drink. And she says, you pay the. No, she said that. She said something like, you pay by the drinks. So you go in there and you buy drinks, and that pays for the whole place, or the bartenders, that pays for them, for what you pay for. And I go, that's normal. Why are you telling me that? That's, you know, really couldn't understand that part. Then I go, well, where was the apartment I'm at? Can I find my way back? And she goes, your apartment, you're in Cottom Town, a part of St. Lucian. I go, Cottom Town, Cottom, like Cottom. Yeah, it's the south side of St. Lucian in a different region. I go, okay. And I go, where's my apartment at? The apartment I left. I felt like I lived there with my sister and everything. Where can I get back to it? She goes, yeah. It's called, what the hell? Can't even read. Lieutenant Apartment. Lieutenant's Apartments. Apartments. So it's an apartment building, but it's old. It's an old apartment building. And it's called Lieutenant's Apartments. And I go, Lieutenant's Apartments, Boozie Street, Cottom Town. And she goes, yep, that's where you are. I got everything but the address. So there you go. That was my experience. The whole thing was in the dream, it wasn't snowing. There was no snow. But in my dream, I'm laying on my mom's bed. I have the fan blowing on me and I'm cold because the fan's blowing on me. Well, I fell asleep. But since I thought I was cold, I it was snowing out. That was cool. Um, I had my biker jacket on. I don't have one, but I had my biker jacket on in the snow. But I don't have one for real. I used to have one, but in the dream I had one on. That was cool. And my sister, Jay and Daryl, are my cousins. My sister, Jay's my friend, Daryl's my cousin in the dream. But in the dream, they were in the dream. They weren't in the dream, but whoever I was talking to, I don't know how to say this. Whoever I was talking to in the dream represented my sister, Jay and Daryl. But they weren't Jay, Daryl, and my sister. but my mind turns them into people I'm familiar with. Why to me? Why to make me feel more comfortable? Now the people I met in the bar, I have no idea, but some of them seemed familiar, but that was going by feeling. So I was going by feeling more or less. Like I know him somewhere. You see somebody, you know. That was different. Because Daryl would never stand at the door and go, I have the key to the apartment. This is my apartment. I have the key. I'm gonna try it out. He never do that. So I knew this. And when I looked at him, it felt different from Daryl. He was a different person. So that was cool. But Tina strained me out. I woke up and had a piss. And eventually, I left the dream. And they say, Davy will take you home. Davies will take you back to the apartment. And I'm like, who's Davies? Davies is your friend. He looked out after you. And I go, cool. Thanks, Davies. Never saw the guy, but I thank you. Because I don't know where the hell I am. I'm losing. So there you go, Boozie Street. They said there's 800 plus bars, places like drinking holes. One bar, two bar, three bar lined up. 800 plus, 4 city blocks long, and it's wide. So, but the whole place is called Boozie Street, and it opens at night. I don't know what time, and closes when sun up. You can sit there all night and get drunk, and that's what we did. So it's better than talking about Chris. Anyway, guys, I'll see you later. I know it's not much, but it gives you places to go, like places in the city. You get to see. I get to see. I want to share them because it's not all bad. I had a great time. Didn't do much but talk to people, but it was fun.